Well, hello and welcome to the first live broadcast of Pump the Brakes of the new year. I am the host, Eric Evans. I am joined by co-host Ham.
First of the new year.
First one of the new year.
It's fucking July.
I know. Well, listen, we've done broadcast, but we just haven't done it live.
Okay, first of the year. First of the year.
Listen, there was a lot of technical difficulties where the video feed was all messed up. We went through hell and back.
Yep.
But here we are. We're fucking back. We're live.
We're back.
We're back. On today's episode, we are going to talk little Rocket Mortgage Classic, see if our man can give us another outright winner. He's done that once or twice on this podcast.
What a comment from D's.
I
have to agree, yeah.
What did he say?
He said he thought he was on the wrong episode when he said first of the year.
We're going to be doing this all damn show, huh?
Yeah.
There is a couple little NFL news notes that I want to hit on. That's going to be very, very quick. You know, a couple sentences, but I just want to voice my opinion on it. We will have a little story time with our worst bad beats, which, honest to God, could be a podcast in its own, and maybe we'll get the boys together and maybe we can collab and do something like that.
An audiobook, you mean?
Oh, God, yeah. And then, at the end of every podcast, we're going to try and do something fun. So we got a sporting event bucket list. So let's just hop right in. Rocket Mortgage Classic starts on Thursday. We finally got you on the podcast before a Thursday to get these picks out. What's your thought on the course? How's it playing? And who do you like?
Well, first, I just want to go a little off topic here, a little surprise for you.
Oh.
I have a severe issue with something you said yesterday on Monday Mailbag.
Oh, here we go. Come on.
So you said if you had a chance to play a round of golf with anybody, okay? Let's just exclude the 3-9 golfers. I like Justin Timberlake, but Jimmy Fallon, I hate him. And then Ryan Russillo, like, who the fuck wants to play golf with Ryan Russillo? Like,
that's just my idol, dude. That's why he's the reason why I started doing it.
But anyways, then you were like, if I had to play with 3 golfers, all right, I don't want to play with Tiger. I don't want to play with DJ. I want to play with the Spring Break crew, Ricky and JT and Spieth. Are you kidding me?
No.
Have you ever seen Dustin Johnson party on his fucking yacht? The guy missed the Masters one year because he did so much coke he fell down the stairs. You know who bet him that year? Me, I did. He fell down the damn stairs. That's a fact. Hurt his back.
I remember that. Oh, okay, so if you want to correct me on the DJ, listen. Okay, the premise of my point was correct. If I didn't say DJ and I said Scotty Scheffler, then you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so,
nobody wants to party with Scheffler.
Okay, so I apologize. I forgot DJ had a coke issue.
DJ and Tiger would be great party people, 100%. Dude, DJ's like the ultimate party guy. He doesn't give a shit about golf. The dude golfs the party. Now he doesn't even have to golf. He's got $130 million guaranteed.
Oh yeah, understood. We do drink on this podcast, so shout out.
I don't drink, but back on topic.
So Rocket Mortgage.
I just had to hold you accountable there.
Understood. I appreciate that. So, what do you think of the course? How's it going to play? And who does that favor, or who's it hurt?
It's Detroit Golf Club. It's Donald Ross design. It's one of the easier courses on tour. I don't even need these notes. I bet here last year. It's one of the easier courses on tour. It's going to play 20, 22, 25 under. No, I'm not drinking these. 25 under be the winner. I don't know, man. I'm kind of like John Rahm earlier this year where he played in a tournament. I forget which one. He had like a meltdown. He's like, this is a fucking putting contest. And that's what it is. I mean, it's just going to be whoever makes the most putts, right? Scott Piercy didn't all of a sudden become some great golfer last week. He just simply he gained 10 strokes putting the first 3 days. Putter failed him the last day. He shot like 5 over. So these aren't my favorite ones to bet. You can go through and look at the history on guys who played Donald Ross course as well. I mean, Cantlay is assassin, but I mean, I can't bet him at 10-1.
Right.
So if I was going to pick anybody at the top, I would pick Cantlay though, because he is the best putter of that group. And he does win. I told you I do like Cameron Young, but I can't bet a guy to get his first win on tour at 16-1. So I made some smaller bets down the board. They're just bombs. I mean, I just can't motivate myself to bet these tournaments where it's just there's so much luck involved, man. It's just who can make the most putts, and that's pretty much all it is,
Right. All right. Well, I'm going to hold you accountable because the last time you were on this podcast, you said you did not place a wager.
A little reverse jinx. Respect the reverse jinx.
Flat out lie.
You can't respect the jinx.
I mean,
you can't ask me after the tournament starts if I bet somebody.
I mean, I suppose that's fair, but
yeah,
you cashed a nice ticket there.
Yeah. So the only person I've taken so far this week is I've gone back to Goddard up.
Yep. And
I just don't want to miss Goddard up's first win because he's going to keep being like 70, 80, 100 to 1. So I barely have to throw anything on him to win anything. Right. So I'll probably bet him really every time he tees it up till he wins.
I have a question for you now. When with tournaments like this, and you clearly favor the guys at the top, which I guess duh. Do you do different bets besides just outright winners? Like, would you just throw Cantley to shoot under whatever the number is?
I don't. There's something called each way betting in golf. It's unfortunately not offered in the United States. If I could, I would do that. But it's been a weird year for golf. There's really, outside of KH Lee won, what did he win? Charles Schwab, I believe. Yeah, I think he won Charles Schwab or Byron Nelson, one of the two. There really hasn't been very many long shot winners. I mean, Tony Finau was fucking 12-1 last week. Tony Finau's won once on tour before last week. It's like the chalk is kind of hitting. So I don't know. I feel like we're due for a bomb down the board. It's a good week to take some bombs down the board. So that's where I'm at. I took Goddard up. I like a couple others. I love Cam Young. This course sets up so perfect for him, but I can't bet him at 16-1. That's absurd. The guy's never won on tour before. I mean, he's played great this year. He's going to be the rookie of the year. Don't get me wrong, but I just can't. I can't get there at 16-1. I do like Champ at 50-1. This course is wide open, right? I think they have water that comes into play on one hole, so you can kind of just bomb it and gouge it. That's what Matthew Wolff did here. You look at the guys who've won or contended here: Wolff, DeChambeau, Cam Davis won last year. He hits it a mile. So that's what I'm looking for. Not to necessarily say that a shorter guy can't win because Kevin Kisner's won here before, but that's what I'm going for this week, bomb and gouge.
So I'm seeing the numbers you're giving me, what I have pulled up is a little off, but I got Cam Davis. I see him at 28-1. Is odds of going back-to-back 28-1 seems like decent value.
Yeah, well, I'm saying Cam Young was 16-1.
I know, and I'm saying Davis won last year. I have him 28-1. That's got to be decent value.
I don't know. I don't ever bet repeat winners.
Yeah.
KH Lee did it earlier this year.
It's just so hard.
It's hard to do. It's hard to win a golf tournament, period.
Yeah.
I mean, go ask Will Zalatoris. Will Zalatoris has probably combined 2 inches from 3 majors. So it's tough to do. I don't know. I just don't like these tournaments. Like I said, it just becomes who can make the most putts.
Right.
And just not my jam. I'm looking for, Goddard up. Dude, Goddard up hits it a mile. He last week, I think he averaged 328 off the tee. It was just fucking absurd.
I saw that video of him on the driving range.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because this goes back to another issue I have with ZHS baseball. Shout out Coach Fisher. This goes back to another issue I have with the PGA Tour, and it kind of reminds me a lot of baseball. Major League Baseball is like the PGA Tour does not know how to market their young stars. Like, I know who these guys are because I watch this shit every week, like, religiously. But I can remember 3 years ago, like, nobody had a clue who Colin Morikawa was, who Matt Wolff was, who Victor – these guys are stars. I mean, these guys are going to dominate the tour for the next 15 years. And it's like, well, not Wolff anymore. He's going to flip, but the other two will if they don't go. But it's like – I look at the feature groups today, and you've got Cam Young, Will Zalatoris, and it's like, okay, I'm not seeing Goddard up anywhere on the list. Okay, well, let's put Goddard up in there. That'd be a great group. 3 guys that just pump it out there. 3 young stars. Davis Love III is the 3rd guy. He's like 90 years old. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I was going to bring that up.
Riley, no Chris Goddard up. It's like, what are we doing, guys? Why on earth no Callum Tarrant. Like, where are these guys that are up and comers at? You know, this is a great tournament to market your young guys that nobody ever gets to watch. And by the way, if the PGA Tour had a fucking clue at all, the only people that watch those feature groups on Thursday fucking morning is people who are gambling and betting on it and playing DraftKings. So get with Fantasy National, get with one of these fantasy websites, figure out who's the highest on DraftKings guys, and just put them in the feature groups. Ratings will go up tenfold instantly. Like, nobody gives a shit about Davis Love the third. Thursday morning or afternoon playing fucking golf at the Rocket Mortgage Classic.
Yeah, no, I
could fix their ratings in 5 seconds.
Yeah, sadly, it wouldn't take a whole lot to fix their ratings.
No, they don't. They're just lazy. I mean, they were a monopoly and they got caught up, in a bind, and they just got complacent. It's crazy to me that it should be so simple. Like, so simple. Nobody's watching the feature groups during the week. Probably not on the weekend either. Just go see who the highest owned guys are on DraftKings and put them in the feature groups.
Yeah.
I mean, the ownerships usually come out on Tuesday. They're pretty damn accurate. I mean, I follow a guy who gets almost 92, 93% accurate. I mean, it's not that hard to do. So the tour is they're crazy. I mean, they're partners with DraftKings. They could just go ask DraftKings who the hell's the most rostered guy on Tuesday right now. Okay, there's your feature groups, because that's the only people that are watching. That's it. Nobody's watching golf on Tuesday morning that didn't bet on it.
Yeah, no, I agree wholeheartedly, and you hit the nail on the head with everything. They can't market these young guys, and in the tournaments that don't have your Schefflers and DJs and Tiger, throw these guys in our faces, tell them this is what you need to do.
Yeah, like Chris Gotterup's not a household name right now. He hits it as far as DeChambeau does, right? Like he would be a great guy to throw in a feature group.
Yeah,
people love the long ball.
Yeah, let us get to learn these guys.
Right. And this was a great tournament. I'm not mortgaging for him or lobbying on his behalf to be in a feature group at Memorial.
Right.
Or, 40 of the 45 top players in the world are going to be there. It's the Rocket Mortgage. Nobody's watching, probably but me.
Right.
I mean, nobody's watching. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. They're so hard-headed like Major League Baseball. It's crazy to me. Imagine if Ohtani or Trout was on the Yankees instead of the Angels.
Yeah.
It would be bigger. They're stars, but they would be, ungodly, super.
I mean, that's what they've done with Aaron Judge, literally.
Right. Correct. So, I don't know.
Right,
PGA is so backwards and lazy.
So forget, I know you got your bets in. Outright winner, who you got?
I mean, if I had a gun to my head, I'm just taking Cantlay.
Yeah.
Been the year of the chalky favorite. And I actually heard something pretty good today about betting on golf and people that bet on golf. And it's like, well, I don't want to bet a guy at, 14-1. And then he was like, well, so we always do first touchdown on Monday Night Football. Yeah. If your guy at 14-1 hits on that, you're going fucking nuts. And it's like, well, I don't want to do it in golf, when I can get this guy 100-1. And it's kind of crazy how all of it works. So you said gun to my head, Cantlay. He's the best putter of that whole top group. I'd either take him or Cam Young. That's who I believe will probably win. But I took Goddard. I'll probably get back on Callum Tarrant, and that might be it for me.
Did you have anything on Cantlay at all?
No.
No.
I can't. 10-1, I can't do it, no. I would try to parlay him with some baseball play. I've been so bad at baseball that I just didn't even do it. Yeah.
Hashtag free fades, baby.
Yeah.
Follow us for more advice. All right. You think?
Wait, time out.
Oh, go ahead.
A live question from Derek Warner.
Here we
Member
go.
of the United States Coast Guard, Eric Evans, Ace of Troops. I told him I promise I would answer his question.
Yeah.
Will the top 8 go as expected?
What does that even mean?
Yeah. If you let me know in regards to what?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you mean the top 8 odds? Will they go 1 through 8? Probably not. But I don't know what you mean. Yeah. Well, if you can clarify what you mean by top 8 as expected, I will pause the show and answer it.
Okay, but until then. For the record, I have Zalatoris winning, but I'm
not made it. Should be drivers and wedges, but it's a lot of putting for Will.
All right. So gonna dive into a little NFL. Probably could have did this a couple days ago. Kyler Murray got paid 5-year, $230 million extension. And now there's these rumors that are coming out that his contract could be defaulted if he doesn't have at least 4 hours of study time a week.
It's crazy.
How can you be the number one pick in the NFL draft and play quarterback, which is one of the most intellectual positions in sports, period, and you don't watch film? And not only do you not watch film, like you came out and defended yourself on your stance, saying that you're so gifted and can see things so clearly, so quickly. Like, even if you think that, you can't fucking say that out loud to the press. What is wrong with you?
Well, I'm confused. Did they say how they're going to monitor this?
I have no idea. I don't know if they're going to
the honor system.
If they're going to do the Jamarcus Russell thing and be like, "Hey, what'd you think of the film that we showed you?" And then he tries to come up with this answer, and they're like, "Oh, these are blank tapes."
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Surely he's smart enough to at least turn them on.
I mean, God, yeah. I don't know.
I know it's going to be like I had a teacher in high school. It's like, did you do your homework? And she was like, "This is the honor system." It's just like, yeah, like.
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah, Deez, I remember Jamarcus. Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a bust.
That's an understatement.
So, like, I was telling somebody at work today, I was like, I understand when you're the Heisman winner and the number one pick and you're playing in college and you're just so much more physically gifted than everybody. Like, yeah, if you don't watch film, twice a week, like, okay, I get it. But to just do it in the NFL is absurd, especially when you're not like if Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers said, "Hey, coach, I don't really feel like watching film today."
All right.
You got it, boss.
Well, it's one thing to not do it. It's another thing to say it out loud. I mean, I don't really understand what the advantage of saying that is. But it's really, I think the collar thing, it's an interesting situation because, like, if you're the Cardinals, you have to re-sign him, all right? I mean, you have to.
I mean, you really have to do that with any quarterback because what's the other option?
The other option is you let him walk and you go fucking 3-14 or something.
Right. Yeah. That's why all these quarterbacks have all of the leverage,
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, do you want to go 10-7 or 3-14? And so it's like, well, to me, you're really just doing a disservice to your fans by letting him walk. You kind of got to sign him back.
Yeah, absolutely. But somebody posted this on Twitter. Jason_OTC. I don't know if that's on the clock. I don't even follow this guy. Somebody else tweeted. Deshaun Watson got a contract that has guaranteed that it stay in place if the NFL suspends him. Kyler Murray has to go to study hall to ensure he doesn't lose his.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't understand why he said that out loud. I don't understand what the purpose was. So,
well, common sense isn't very common in this day.
But he got paid. I mean, he got paid. He's probably a top 12 NFL quarterback.
Yeah. With his ceiling is super high.
Yeah.
But
he's never thrown for more than 26 touchdowns in a year. I don't know. I'm kind of.
But he also rushes for 7, 8, 9. So
I don't think he is he's not going to be a guy that gets you to the Super Bowl. But he also can't. You can't let him walk.
Right.
It's kind of like an interesting. I mean, I found it fascinating. So.
Yeah, whenever it's a quarterback, it's like the NBA. You have to keep the asset. You can't just let the asset walk. You have to. And again, teams have no leverage because what are you going to do?
Do you think Minkah Fitzpatrick accident will affect him in training camp? Didn't he fall off of a bike or something? He hurt. I think he hurt his arm or his wrist. He fell off of a bike.
No, it's not. I mean, it might affect his training camp, but he'll be fine.
I'm not surprised on all things Minkah Fitzpatrick. I apologize. But
yeah.
I do remember seeing on NFL Network he fell off of a bike or something. Which, by the way, if I'm Minkah Fitzpatrick, I am getting somebody to drive me to practice.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Did you see the anonymous defensive coordinator? What he said about Lamar?
It's one of the stupidest comments I've ever seen.
For those of you that don't know, and I quote, "I don't give a shit if he wins the league MVP 12 times. I don't think he'll ever be one as a quarterback." Then what the fuck does he have to do? What a stupid comment. And no wonder you didn't put your fucking name on it.
He'll be the greatest fucking quarterback of all time.
My God.
Yeah. This whole Lamar not a quarterback is like the craziest misconception in the last 20 years of football. The guy's a fucking stud.
It's these just old men that refuse to admit that they were wrong.
They're wrong, yeah.
They're fucking wrong.
Yeah, dead wrong.
Who's
I
the
mean,
quarterback?
the guy, you can look at all the numbers. I mean, I know I saw the Warren Sharp thread, I think, yesterday. He's a huge Lamar guy, but talks about, Lamar was number 1 in yards per attempt outside the numbers. He was, I think, number 5 in expected points attempt per attempt or points gained per attempt. And I mean, the numbers are crazy is what I'm getting at. I saw a more interesting number was it was the receiving corps that each quarterback got on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
And, Mahomes was like 1, 7, 12, all these, and Tua was like 13, 1, 10. Lamar was like 32, 28, 27. The only person he doesn't have a better winning percentage than? Mahomes. That's it. Yeah. The dude's a fucking stud.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was going to use them as like a dark horse to make the Super Bowl, but that's the team that needs to sign Odell Beckham.
Their skill players are horrible. They have Mark Andrews.
And now they traded Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was a no-brainer. If you're going to give me a 1 for him, see you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Sold. No doubt.
Sold. But I would love for them to get Odell.
I mean, I just can't imagine after, what has it been, 3 years of Lamar now?
Yeah.
This is his 4th year? Thinking that he can't. Is it third or 4th year?
I'm pretty sure this is 5th already.
5th.
He's
because he didn't start. He didn't start the whole year. First year,
right?
Yeah. He's the youngest league MVP ever.
Yep.
Right. He's only the second guy to win it unanimously, second, something like that. The guy's a stud. I mean, he is top 6, 7 NFL quarterback.
Oh. Yeah,
I mean, top 6, something like that.
Even higher. I mean,
maybe higher.
I guess because of you still take Brady over him, but like today. But if you're going to tell me, hey, who do you want? Like, yeah, I'll take Lamar over Brady. Duh, they age, of course.
Yeah. But this whole thing that Lamar can't throw the ball is idiotic.
It was idiotic at Louisville.
Idiotic.
It honestly was. So I said, I believe it was in our little group and I was wrong. It was actually at one of our fantasy drafts. I was with the draft with D's, and I said Lamar Jackson is the most gifted athlete the NFL has ever seen. And I was wrong because he's 2.
You got Randy Moss, number 1?
Well, they mentioned Vic, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's definitely Vic. I mean, come on.
Dude,
most physically gifted.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I suppose. I mean, I could probably think of some defensive guys.
Yeah. I mean, you could if you told me Aaron Donald.
I understand. Like Vic or Lamar has the ball every play, so that they affect the game more. But I mean, Randy Moss is pretty damn physically gifted. Aaron Donald's pretty damn physically gifted.
Well, listen, it's not like the answer is only 1 and 1 only.
Right.
Like there's a million.
I mean, Aaron Donald runs like a 4.6 40. That guy's a monster.
Absolute freak show.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. All right. I'm going to do this backroads read,
okay,
and then we're going to get into some bad beats.
Oh, God.
Are you sure you're ready for that?
No, I'm never ready for that.
No.
We don't have enough time.
Well, again, that's going to be a different podcast. We're going to schedule that. So when Josh Holdman is available at the end of August, we're going to get everyone together. Or maybe we could take an hour in Biloxi.
Yeah, the Biloxi show.
Oh.
Do your read, and then we're going to answer some of these questions.
All right, let's do it.
All right, go ahead.
Today's episode is brought to you by the premier clothing brand choice for any outdoor enthusiast, Backroads Apparel. Whether you chase the migration, live life at full draw, or just enjoy going to the camp to crack cold ones with friends and family, Backroads has a design that fits your lifestyle. Represent the brand that prides themselves on being authentic and original. Head over to backroadsapparel.com and grab your gear today. Be sure to use promo code PTB during checkout to receive 10% off your entire order. And again, that's backroadsapparel.com, promo code PTB. Look at that.
All right.
I'm doing all this stuff by myself. This is
rapid fire.
Here we go.
Expectations for Trey Lance this year. I'll let you go first.
I actually think they might win the division. I love Trey Lance. I love Kyle Shanahan. And I love the way he can make an offense around that style quarterback. They've always been the best running team as long as he's been there. And now their job with Trey Lance as also a runner has just gotten so much easier. Again, I would only bet it because of the odds. Obviously, I think the Rams are a much better team.
Yeah,
they are. Me thinking that doesn't say anything, but given the odds, if the Niners won the division, I wouldn't be shocked. Now, if they do end up trading Deebo Samuel, I will retract that statement, and that's a big deal. But as of right now, I think he's going to be good.
Yeah. So I love the Niners this year. I mean, I'm all in. Trey Lance, Kyle Shanahan, that's a match made in heaven.
It honestly is.
The only problem is, I was just looking, is you can't really bet them to win the Super Bowl because they're 15-1. Yeah. I mean, there's no value on betting the 49ers win the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. Not a rookie quarterback.
Right, which is insane because if Garoppolo was the starter, they're probably like 30-1.
Yeah, I agree. But even bet them to win the division, if they're 15-1, they're 5 points behind the Rams. They're probably plus 200, maybe something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. You'd have to pull it up and see, but
right, I would have guessed it would have been lower than that, but
yeah, it may be. But yeah, I love the Niners this year. I think they're going to be awesome.
They were your dark horse.
I mean, that's a yeah, but you can't really call them a dark horse. They're 15-1.
Well, no, I was going to say that was your dark horse last playoff.
Yeah, that was my dark horse last year. I forgot about that. So okay, do you think Gronk would come back if Brady asked him to? No,
he's done.
He's done. Gronk.
His girl said he's done. They've made moves at tight end because they know he's done.
Gronk is living life.
Yeah, he's done. Are we going to answer?
I'm sure you'd rather play golf with like Tony Gonzalez or something, but I'd rather play with Gronk. So,
well, given how I wanted to party, Gronk might have should have been my fourth.
Yeah, I'm gonna have DJ, Tiger, and Gronk, and you're gonna have the spring break boys down there with their fucking flip flops and shirts off, acting like little bitches.
Dude, have you ever golfed like that before? Because it's a fucking blast.
Yeah, but like, you're letting me pick anybody in the world, like Dustin Johnson and Tiger. I'm parking the two yachts side by side, and then I got Gronk.
I had Jordan and Barkley and Brady. What a trio!
No, you had the spring break crew.
No.
Hey, if you do the spring break crew, you got to bring Smiley Kaufman some garbage.
No, I told you.
I do like Smiley, by the way.
I preferred a group like that. Oh, my three. It was me, Jordan, and Barkley. What a combo that would be.
Yeah, I guess.
And then Brady. Yeah, but dude, could you fathom the amount of money being thrown around?
Yeah.
Or Barkley would get taken to the woodshed.
Who's better, Carson Wentz or Lamar Jackson?
Dude, what a stupid question. Obviously,
Lamar. Obviously,
I'm so sick and tired of. I am starting to hate Carson Wentz because.
Well, you just say it live.
Say what?
That Carson Wentz, you were wrong.
No,
Why?
No.
You said 2 weeks ago on this very pod.
What's the next question?
That he led the Colts to a 9-8 record. That is,
he had 27 touchdowns and 7 interceptions.
He was number 34 out of 36 in accuracy among qualified quarterbacks. The Colts were led by their defense, their offensive line, and I forgot what's his name, Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, he's
Carson
really good.
Stinks. Moving on.
Just an idiot.
He won't say it.
I'm just an idiot.
Do you think Soto should have let the kid win the Derby since he would have been the youngest and it was his first? No, I'd never let anybody win anything, especially if it was $1 million on the line.
Yeah. Don't be a pussy. If you want to win, fucking win.
You gotta win. He said, "You ever heard of Bo Jackson?" Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say he I mean, the guy's a fucking stud athlete. Like, okay. Who gets Soto? I don't think anybody gets Soto. What about you?
I think eventually he's a Yankee. I don't think it happens before the deadline, which is now August 2nd, not July 31st. Just found that out a couple days ago.
Yeah, I don't think anybody gets Soto. I don't see it.
You think Ohtani will end up getting traded before his?
No, well, they should, but no. I mean, we talk about this every time. How do the Angels stink so bad?
I will never understand.
I don't understand it. Eric Evans will go to war for shitty quarterbacks. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's the king. Him and Chow are the king of the shitty quarterbacks.
That's not even what he said. He said shitty things.
Yeah, I know.
That damn Jeep and Carson Wentz. My Jeep is that. Listen, my Jeep's motor is pristine, but that motherfucker's piece of shit.
That makes sense.
I got my windshield replaced, and now I'm just leaking water every time it rains, which is literally
Boy loves that Jeep, though. He loves it. I had him a place to live. I don't know why isn't Andrew on the podcast. I don't know who that is.
And he was a OG guy that was on it from the beginning. We're doing one Thursday.
He's coming on the fantasy pod, right?
Yeah, we're doing one Thursday.
There you go.
Yeah, you gonna be on that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
All right. That catches up in questions.
Oh, can you? Oh, geez, Mason Spielman.
Mason, the only people that listen to this podcast are people that probably know Chow.
Oh, this is actually a good question. How many White Claws for Eric Evans to black out? If I'm just solely drinking White Claws, 15 probably.
What if you take 2 Jaegers? 10?
15? No, dude, Jaeger's not that. Jaeger isn't strong.
I have to drink about 25 high noons to black out.
25?
Yeah.
Well, you also eat like while you drink. I either drink or I eat. I usually just drink.
That's why you pass out and piss on couches and stuff.
That was one time.
When to grow up.
And my poor mother, I hope she's not listening to this. We're gonna do one more question. We'll get the next question, and then I want to get to these bad beats. This is good. No, Derek, I'm not getting Tim on the podcast. Jesus Christ.
I don't know who Tim is. Tim Anderson?
No, not Tim Anderson.
No.
We got another question, or are we just rolling?
Let's go.
We're gonna roll. All right. So I'm gonna go first with the bad beats because mine is not nearly as impressive as yours, and I can't follow you up.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest. If you lose on a walk-off home run or, even a wild pitch that scores a run like that's happened. But I couldn't tell you the teams. It's not memorable.
Yep.
This is memorable. And so week 1, 2 years ago, we were supposed to all fly to Vegas, watch the Saints Raiders first Monday night game. COVID, we didn't go to Vegas. So we went to Biloxi. And it is week 2 of the NFL season. And I love player props. I'm pretty good at player props. So I bet Christian McCaffrey,
yep,
best non-quarterback in the NFL at the time, over 63.5 rushing yards.
Okay.
Now, it was week 2. They were playing the Bucs. Good defense. Fucking won the Super Bowl that year. And this is right before we saw our girl Candy. Dees, if you remember Candy. Lovely young lady.
She stole my debit card.
We're sitting at that one bar in Biloxi that's just 10 people. It was one of the best bars we were in. And probably the middle of the third quarter, McCaffrey's got like 54 yards at this time. Oh, this is free. I'm spending my money already. Needs 7 more yards. Next carry, he gets a 5-yard run, almost scores a touchdown. Or maybe I think he actually might have scored a touchdown on this run. Got tackled by his ankles and broke his ankle. Missed. He played one more game the rest of the season. He finished with 59 yards, and I needed 63.5.
Yes.
And the rest of the night was a blur.
Yeah.
So again, it's not the best bad beat story, but it's just the one memorable one that sits with me to this day. So now the floor is yours. And
this off topic, I had actually completely forgot about this. That same weekend's when I made that 3-team parlay and to win like thousands of dollars. And Navy, I had the Navy money line. And they were down 27-0 at halftime. They came back to 1. So then it was 2 for 2. And I didn't have enough money to my name to be able to go in and like do a respectable hedge. So I had to let it ride. And I had North Carolina State like plus 3.5 or something. They fumbled like going in the backdoor cover on the 20-yard line. I just completely forgot about that. But
Yeah.
my worst beat of all time was there was one time I had St. Bonaventure was playing VCU in basketball, and I had the Bonnies plus like 1.5 or something. They were at home, and they were up 1 with like 0.6 seconds left, and their student section rushed the court. They get all the students off the court and issue St. Bonaventure a technical foul. VCU makes the free throw, goes to overtime, and beats them by like 13. So that's one of my worst ones of all time. Actually, I'm starting to realize like a lot of them involve basketball. I was at Jacob Dees' house one time.
Shout out.
Duke was I did do that too, Ashton. Duke was playing somebody in the tournament. This was Dees' first house in Zachary. I can't remember who they were playing. But I had Duke minus like, I don't know, whatever they were, 4 or 5.5 or something. They had covered. The game was over. The teams were in the locker room. I shit you fucking not. That 5 minutes goes by. Dee's comment if I'm lying. They call them out of the locker room to shoot 2 free throws. Whoever they're playing makes both of them, and fucking Duke doesn't cover. Lost.
Surely that didn't happen.
God is my witness that happened on Windwood Drive. Or I think that's where that house was. That was horrible. One time I was at Fisher's house. I had a 5-team parlay, and I had the Angels team over 2.5. Was the last thing I needed to hit. And this was when Josh Hamilton was still playing, and Pujols was in his prime. They got second and third, nobody out with 2 runs. They needed 1 more run. And they went K, pop out. Hamilton, Pujols. So I didn't get that run.
That hurts, man.
The catcher, that was also at Fisher's house. That's actually David Ross, who actually ended up becoming famous after the next year or two the Cubs won the World Series. And he was Cubs manager. But I had a 6-team parlay. No, I had a 5-team. 5 was the most you could do on that site. I had a 5-team parlay. It was the Rockies versus the Cubs. The Rockies' money line was the last thing I needed to hit. Goes into extra innings. David Ross comes into pitch. He was the backup catcher for the Cubs at the time. He comes into pitch.
Oh, my God.
Throws a shutout. Boom, boom, boom. Comes up the next inning. He was hitting like $120 on the year. Rocks a double off the wall. Next guy hits him in ball game. Yes, Fisher's house has it doesn't matter where he lives, what the house is. It brings me to my knees every time. I promise everybody when I go over there, I'm not going to fool with anything. And he sucks me into that hellhole and he cripples me every time. Never fails.
There's a rumor that the last time you were there, that was an expensive price to pay to hang out with Jacob Fisher.
Very, very, very expensive price to hang out with my friend.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I don't even know where to, like, it's so hard when you say, oh, give me a bad beat, because I don't even know, like, where to start.
Well, I'll be honest.
I'll just say this. 3 Fridays ago, I had Charles Howe III to beat Sahith Thagala. He was up 3 shots with 7 holes left, didn't make a bogey, and lost by 1. Didn't even push. 3-shot lead with 7 holes left, lost. Didn't make a bogey. Just made pars, lost.
That's saying you on your tailspin.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, that's rough.
And we haven't even gotten into any.
This is stuff. Not even scratching the surface because
we haven't talked about Matt Bryant, the Atlanta Falcons. We haven't talked about the first ever Black Lives Matter protest at a football game when I was on Eastern Michigan, and a bunch of students stormed the field and sat there and wouldn't get off, and they had to delay the game and all this shit. I've seen it all. There's nothing that could happen that can surprise me.
How many times have you bet a baseball team and the starting pitcher gets hurt immediately?
That to me, that doesn't even bother me. I don't even whatever. Who cares? It's more surprising if he makes it through 5.
Brandon, I would love it.
Let's see. Now. I'm trying to think. I mean, this is just horrible. One of my favorite bets used to be, and Dees used to take it all the time, over 7 or over 6.5. Broncos first quarter.
Oh, yes.
They'd march it down there to the 9-yard line with 3 seconds left. And in the second quarter, they'd score on the first play. Every time. Every damn time. I mean, I bet a first 5, they lose the first 5, they win the game. I bet the full game, they win the first 5, they lose the game. Like, I don't even know. It would be something I'd have to, like, sit down and, like, just think for a while about. The St. Bonaventure's thing will always be the all-timer because, I mean, how many times are you going to get a technical foul called on the fucking crowd?
Right.
I mean, that's just.
Well, listen, full disclosure, I knew those 2 basketball games. I don't know how long your list was going to be, but I knew they were going to be a top.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's just – and we haven't even, like, gotten into hockey, soccer, anything. Like, I mean, we're just – hell, I bet a Little League game one time. It was the regional semifinal. My team went up – Connecticut. They were up 6-0 in the first inning. I was betting against Rhode Island. Turns out Connecticut's Little League couldn't catch a ground ball. 9-6 after the first inning. That's the same night that Shogun fought Dan Henderson, and Dan Henderson was dribbling Shogun like a basketball off the mat. Herb Dean would not stop the fight. I mean, I had jumped up, celebrated. Wouldn't stop the fight. Bell rings. Next round, he broke Dan Henderson's neck. He hit him so hard. Like, I don't even know if Dan Henderson can look straight anymore.
I'm sorry. I wanted to interrupt you. Mason Spillman said, "What about the online casino?"
Now that wasn't me. That was Mason. That is an all-timer, yes.
Oh, that is
shut down the online casino because so many people won. There was a glitch, and only one man had to pay, and his name is Mason Spillman. That
is the most all-time.
That's a tough one to recover from. I mean, people were in like thousands of dollars. They ripped this online book for like thousands of bucks. I mean, it was hitting red like 15 times in a row.
Oh my
and Mason
God.
is the only person that lost money. The guy shut down the fucking casino because it was broke. It was glitching. And Mason, I'll never forget, I said, "What did you have to pay for?" He's like, "Oh, the online casino." I said, "How? It had a glitch."
Oh, one man.
Yeah, one man. Oh. How can I even forget this? The fucking Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl.
Oh, my God.
Me, Dees, and God rest his soul, Dennis Dees, were the only 3 people on the Seahawks. The bookie said 89 people were on the Pats. And boy, were we looking pretty.
Oof.
First and goal at the 1. Marshawn Lynch in the backfield, baby. We're about to drive this in, game over. Money line, spread, teasers, everything. Nope. What does Pete Carroll do? One of the most conservative coaches in football calls a fucking pass. All the time.
Oh, God. It never ends, man. It never ends.
I can go all night. Like, we haven't even spoken. I saw Ashton mention backup goalies. We haven't even talked about the Ben Scriven.
Oh, my God.
He set the fucking NHL save record.
Oh, my God.
They literally called him up from the
Islanders
AHL. The AHL, they called him up, and he set the fucking goddamn NHL save record at the time. Yeah, I've had some bad beats on blackjack. Last time I went to the blackjack table with Kevin, I doubled on 11, got 20, and lost to 6-card 21. I mean, it's like, I don't even – and not one word about Matt Bryan. I could do a whole podcast about Matt Bryan.
Honestly, if we included bad beats outside of even gambling, like I was waiting for something in the mail for 45 days. I was checking my mail every day because these people were they assured me, "You're getting a letter. It's coming in the mail." Turns out I got a new phone like a year ago, and I never set up my voicemail. And they sent me a voicemail like the day that I was expecting to get it. And I waited 45 days because I never got a voicemail notification because I never set it up. Didn't know I had to. And I'm checking my mail every day.
Unbelievable.
Just,
praying.
Yeah. Going to move and do the podcast in Louisiana with my pals. $5,500. My Jeep blows up.
That's your fault. You should have left that fucking piece of shit there.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you love that Jeep for some reason.
Oh
yeah, I don't know. Bad beats. I mean, I just
again, we will seriously get together with everybody and we will collectively because here's what's going to happen for you.
2016, I was on the Warriors when they were up 3-1. They lost 3-2. I said, well, they're not going to lose again.
Of course,
they lost. I said, there's no way they're going to lose again. They lost. So I don't even know. Yeah, we just start writing the book.
Mm.
Start writing the book.
All right. If anybody else wants to comment on bad beats that they know of, we will go through and include them as we do our sporting event bucket list. And this list could be a million things long. I narrowed mine. I got 4 because 5 I could put 100 different things there. But I got a top 4. It's a pretty separated top 4. Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You go ahead.
Okay.
We may end up having some of the same ones.
We might. Well, my number 1 you won't have because you've already done it probably 100 times. If you know me, you know this is what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted my bachelor party to be. And honestly, this was even before, like you guys. I want LSU Bama at Tiger Stadium at night. That is the one sporting event I want to go to more than anything.
Okay.
November 5th. Rumor has it somebody might be making a trip up there. I'm not missing it. I'm not waiting 2 more fucking years to go to this game and try and figure that out.
Little side note, it wouldn't take anything like overly crazy for LSU to be 8-0 going in that game or 7-0, whatever it would be.
Yeah.
They're going to beat Florida State. Then it comes down to Florida, Auburn, and Ole Miss. I think Florida, Auburn, Ole Miss. I mean, nothing that crazy. I don't think it would be out the realm for them to be undefeated. Like I'm not counting on it, but I don't think it would be like, oh my God, what LSU? They're undefeated. Like I don't think it'd be crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So you would get that'd be fun. Yeah,
that's number 1 on my list.
It'd be jumping.
Number 2 and 3, you could really flip flop anyway, and you're probably gonna hate me for this.
Okay.
Number 2 is Ryder Cup. I want to go to the Ryder Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome, and it's at Bethpage this year, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's no.
Or
next year.
Yeah.
Is it? No. It's not at Bethpage next year because it was at Whistling Straits this past year. I don't know. The COVID schedule's got me so fucked up.
Well, you're right. I think it's the next one here.
Okay, it's at Bethpage. I know the President's Cup is at Torrey Pines, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
Love Torrey Pines. Been there a couple times.
Anyways, go ahead.
So Ryder Cup and 16th at Waste Management. You can put them anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do that? I want to do that more than the Masters, which is why I thought you would give me shit.
Yeah, I mean that's stupid, but
yeah,
idiotic.
It's just those.
You can always get a ticket to the 16th at the Waste Management. Like you can't just get a ticket for the Masters.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. And then I want to go to a whiteout at Penn State.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. So for me, number 1, far and away, and I don't even think anything else is close, is the Ryder Cup.
Yeah. Okay. So you'd rather do that than the Masters too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I will never forget when I fell in love with the Ryder Cup. It must have been early 2010 decade, maybe like mid 2010s, but I don't know, whenever it was, when Bubba Watson stepped up on that fucking tee and started pumping the fans up, and they were just chugging beers, chanting USA, and then they got quiet for him to hit, and he was like, oh no, fuck that. He starts raising the roof, and he fucking pipes one like 350 down the cock. And I'm like, fucking right. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was all in on Bryson after the Whistling Straits last year, because that last day when he stepped up there and he got them all riled up and told them to keep going while he hit, and then fucking drove a 380-yard green and then made like a 55-foot eagle. I was like, the Ryder Cup's over. I mean, it was pretty much a done deal, but I was like, it's definitely done now.
Dude, even a couple years ago with Patrick Reed and Rory, when they were going back and forth, that's fucking awesome. I love that.
Ryder Cup is far. I don't even think anything else is like close. Like Ryder Cup is number 1 by a mile. Number 2 is obviously the Masters. No D's. I will probably never win tickets. I started applying when I was 16, I think, or 17. I'm 0 for 16 now, or 0 for 17. I'll never win. And then really after that, I don't have a whole lot of sports bucket list things, because a lot of the things that I've wanted to do, I've done. And then like me, I don't have like any desire to ever go to the Super Bowl. Like,
Right. Yeah. No.
I'd rather stay home and drink and cook with all my pals. Like, I don't care about going to the game. Actually, I've gotten to the point where I just don't like going to games, period. It's just too many people, too crowded. Like, I got to get up a piss all the time. Like, I'm not trying to take 48 pisses during the game. Like,
Right.
I don't care. I mean, I really can't even think of anything.
What about like the Rose Bowl?
No.
No?
I've been to an LSU national championship before, so like I just don't.
There's
care.
no like stadium you feel like you have to see. You gotta,
Oh, that's a good
like
question.
Michigan, Ohio State in the big house, like that. Would
Yeah,
be
but I'd rather watch it on TV. Is the thing. Like, I just don't want to go. Like, to me, LSU is the pinnacle of atmosphere and tailgating, right?
right.
And then if you want to say, who's next, right? It's all these Southeastern Conference teams. I've been to almost every place in the SEC.
Right.
So it's like I don't really have a whole lot of places I want to go see or do. I would not mind going over to fucking see Liverpool and Man U play, or who do they? What is it called? The Derby or whatever. What's it called? Wish Chris Crane was on this pod.
Yeah,
but that would probably be fun, like an international soccer game. Like, I mean, I heard those are fucking pandemonium.
Oh yeah, I bet. Maybe like the World Cup or something. That'd be nuts.
But like, I watched LeBron play in the Eastern Conference Finals. I mean, I don't know. There's not a whole lot left I want to do. Pretty much all mine are golf related. So
yeah,
I gotta love to go to the U.S. Open one year. Well, I would have fucking literally licked Bourbon Street water to go to St. Andrews.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I've done literally anything to go to St. Andrews. So I don't think people know that that's another lottery system. I actually had a guy work with one.
St. Andrews? I didn't know. I did not know that.
Open is, yeah.
They
only take so many people that aren't locals, or I guess from overseas, here. So
hold on. The open period is a lottery, or just there?
No, the open's a lottery.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Ryder Cup is just so far and away number one. I actually had plans to go to Whistling Straits pre-COVID, and that didn't happen. So
yeah. All right. Well, let me ask you this, because obviously you're an LSU guy. You've already done LSU, Bama. Now, it's impossible to ask, but had you not done that? Like, I'm not wrong for having that as one.
No, it's awesome, man. I mean, my God, I remember 2019. I went to Bama. It was in Bama, and I mean, it was pandemonium after we won. I mean, really, the only time I've ever like watched a sporting event or left a sporting event was LSU Bama 2012 at LSU. Me and my brother had tickets in the north end zone, and that's when we had Mettenberger, and we were winning we had just lost the year before in the national championship. January 9, 2011. Everybody knows that date. We lost, got blown out, wasn't close. It was very, very painful. 2012, so much energy went into that game. The stadium was just fucking rocking. I mean, LSU controlled the entire game. Then J.C. Copeland gets a stupid fucking penalty. We turn the ball over on a punt. Then Bama's got the ball. They're marching back. And I'm watching I'm talking about the stadium was jumping. I've been to 97 Florida. I went to 2003 Georgia. I've been to 07 Florida. I mean, the biggest games in that stadium, I've been there. I have never heard it, not heard it so loud, but there was just so much energy in the stadium. Like, people were like legit just angry. Yeah. They just wanted a piece of Bama. And then fucking all of a sudden, I could see the whole play unfold. They throw a screen to TJ Yeldon, and you could just see it. And the only person that had a chance to tackle him was Craig Lawson, and he missed him by 55 yards. It wasn't even close. And you could have literally dropped a pin in that stadium, and like, it was the most deflating experience of all time. Like, I legit almost cried, because I felt like I put my heart and soul into that game. And I was like, I'll never become this invested in a game again. Like, it was terrible. I was like, we have to leave. Let's go home, straight home. Like, fuck this. This is horrible.
Yeah.
LSU Bama it's wild.
All right. Well, I got a couple questions to you going to opponents' stadiums. Like, anybody really give you a hard time in college, like when you're doing that, or?
No. I mean, Florida's terrible. I know Deez has been to Florida before. Florida's fucking horrible. The University of Florida.
Yeah.
All the Florida.
I didn't know if
they've got some very strict drinking rules. Like LSU, you just carry your, wherever. And they're all like no warnings. They just start writing tickets. It's ridiculous. But I mean, I've been to Bama 3 times. I've been to Bama. Never had a problem. I mean, even when we won in 2019, I never had a problem. Been to Auburn twice. Been to Arkansas, didn't have a problem. Trying to think where else I've been. I've been to State. I've been to Ole Miss. So
You got a favorite?
Oh, far and away, Georgia. Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
You ever get a chance to go to Athens, Georgia, put that on the bucket list. That is an amazing. That's the year we lost 42-38, and Odell Beckham dropped that punt. I'll never forget that. Me and Efferson were at that game, and I was walking out the stadium, and I was like, I can't, because we outplayed them. And I said, fuck it, I'm going to every bar in Athens. And some guy was like, no, you're not. And I was like, oh, you watch, buddy. He was like, dude, there's 103 bars within like 10 blocks of the stadium. I was like, let's go. Athens is fucking beautiful. I mean, it is far and away the best SEC town, even including LSU. I put Georgia over LSU.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for sure. I love Georgia. Good God. Yeah, the D's. D's, you've been to Auburn too, by the way. We've done Auburn, so D's, remember the stripper pole in Auburn?
Okay, this is an explicit podcast, but come on now.
I mean, I'm just asking.
No, it's just a simple question. Maybe we say that for the mailbag.
Auburn's great, but if you ever get a chance, Georgia is the best college town I've ever been to. Jefferson had some buddies that played baseball at Georgia. We stayed right on campus in a house. I mean, it's just it's far and away the best. It blows Baton Rouge out the fucking water.
Well,
so, but yeah, you're going to be good at LSU, Bama. You'll be in for a real treat there.
Oh yeah, we're going to make it happen. So we're doing Biloxi week 1. We're doing Biloxi week 1, and then
are you coming to Biloxi?
I plan on it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do Biloxi.
Well, we were supposed to go to New Orleans for the game.
Yeah, I decided I didn't want to get shot or carjacked.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. And like you said, Biloxi's closer for me.
Yeah, we can do Biloxi.
And no, I'm not bringing my golf clubs.
Bring your clubs. I'll take care of them while we're there.
I'm not bringing my golf
clubs. I'll make sure you get them back safe and sound. It may take a year and a half.
It took a while. But we got them back there.
You got them back.
They're as good as they could ever be.
You got them back. You didn't get your bag back, but you got your clubs back.
That's okay. I had a bag on standby. We prepped for that.
Yeah. But yeah, Ryder Cup. I mean, that's easy one. So.
All right. Well, that was a quick hour, man. I was nervous all day. I was like, man, we gotta get no content. We don't really have anything to talk about.
Yeah, it's a slow time.
It is, but
even we're going to Biloxi for LSU Florida State weekend, playing golf that Saturday, and watching the game that Sunday. Last time I was in Biloxi for LSU Miami, I actually did pretty well at betting. I bet on LSU. I never bet on LSU, but I did that game.
They're -3. So on the mailbag, I said I answered Mason Spillman's question and said I'm taking LSU minus whatever. I'm shocked it's only 3.
Yeah, I think I thought it had jumped up to 4, but maybe it got back down to 3. You might as well just take the money line.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm more of a 2.5 kind of guy, but
yep, aren't we all? I've lost those too.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm just gonna try and kill one more minute. I'm gonna try and get it to an hour even.
To an hour.
What? Yeah, get it to an hour.
Yeah, to an hour.
Do you think LSU, if they are undefeated, Bama's coming to town, place is going to be fucking rocking?
It'll be rocking, yeah. Well, we've played them before when we were undefeated in the Miles era, and maybe like 14 or something like that, and we just got the shit kicked out.
Yeah, well, I was going to say.
I could definitely see that happening. I don't think we have the horses to compete with them yet.
No, I don't either, but
Oh, I wanted to talk about the Heisman, but we only have a minute left.
Go ahead. No, we can go over an hour.
The Heisman, I wanted to bet Will Anderson.
Yep.
But I missed him. He was 60-1, and I missed it. And he's like 20-1 now.
Jeez.
Can't do it. Yeah.
No. Yeah. 60-1. That's worth a couple bucks. But
the hype train has left the station, and I'm not on it. So I'm thinking I'm going to bet Bama's running back. Well, I can't pronounce his first name. I think his last name is Lewis. He's like 50-1. Just my reasoning is Bama's going to be in the playoff. It's going to be a playoff team that has the Heisman winner.
Of course.
Bryce Young's probably not going to go back-to-back. It's only happened once, Archie Griffin. So I think Bama's running back Lewis. I can't remember his first. He's 50-1.
All right. Well,
they want to pump these. They want to pump this kid from Miami. Miami's not. Pretty much you have to make the playoffs to win the Heisman. 6 of the last 7 have made the playoffs. So if you don't make the playoffs,
who won it and didn't?
I'd have to go back. I just saw the stat. I didn't dig into the players.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
But I got excited because I didn't realize that Hutchinson actually came in second last year in the Heisman vote.
Yeah.
Even though Anderson far and away had the better fucking season, it wasn't close.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
But I think it was more of Hutchinson's going to the draft. Anderson will be here next year.
Yeah, but it's like somebody made a good point. Like if Anderson had that good of a year, probably. I mean, his stats were incredible. Probably not going to be better than that. It's like, so he didn't win it then. He's probably not going to win it now. So
yeah, that's fair. Yeah. And like you said last week, that it's really a 3-horse race. It's going to be a quarterback, and it's going to be Stroud.
I'd like to see it not be a quarterback. I'm not going to bet Stroud. I think the last 8 years, the favorite hasn't won it, the preseason favorite, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
That is crazy.
And then, like I said, it's got to be a playoff team. So, not betting Young because he's not going to go. I mean, he would have to do something crazy to go back to back.
Right.
Tebow, the second year, he had better stats in his first year, and he didn't go back to back. So, I don't know. Maybe we ought to do that next episode. Really dig into it. But
yeah, we can do that.
I looked at Quinn Ewers. Texas is going to the playoffs, so he's kind of out. There was some good value. Oklahoma's got a pretty easy schedule, and their quarterback was what's his name?
Is that Rattlers?
No, Rattlers at South Carolina. Yeah, he's 10-1, by the way, which is fucking
Jesus.
I think he was 10-1, some crazy ass fucking number. Well, no, that Caleb Williams was 10-1. He ain't winning it because USC's not going to the playoff. So I really think you can just go through there and just start marking the guys off from the teams that aren't going to go to the playoff.
Yeah, we can do that. We can either do that, next week, give us a little more time to prep, or if we want to try and squeeze it in Thursday.
Yeah, let's do it next week. We'll do some Heisman predictions next week.
Okay.
We're talking some football.
Yeah, we got to start getting into football. Again, the stuff that you could talk football about today is the same stuff you could talk about next week. So.
Yes, but we have the Hall of Fame games coming up.
The what?
The Hall of Fame game.
That's not.
Yeah, dude, it's next week.
Oh, I thought you said tonight. I was like, what?
Let's see. Yeah, it's next week, August 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to bet that.
Yeah. All right. So next week we do football. We do a football one.
No, we're never gonna. Yeah, Eric Evans loves to talk about the NBA.
I almost mentioned the KD to the Celtics.
How about we not? Just let's not.
But I didn't until
it's time to start cranking up for football.
Yeah, I'm all in. So
we need to do a mega college preview show and a mega NFL preview show.
You got it. We're doing
all picks, put them all on the table, all divisions, rookie of the year, MVPs, everything, Heisman's for the college, playoffs, conference winners, everything.
Yeah, now that we're not doing one episode every 3 months, we can do that.
Yeah.
Hey, this is back-to-back weeks. We're doing 3 a week. All right. Monday. We could do one Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday. And listen, we're live. Everyone's listening.
Hey, I actually meant to ask you this earlier. I'm glad Steven mentioned that. Did you saw Julio went to the Bucs, huh?
I did. Yeah. So what? He's washed.
Was he probably their 4th option?
Yeah.
If Godwin's back healthy.
Yeah. Oh, he's already been cleared. Yeah, he's good to go.
I saw he was cleared for camp, but I'm saying back full speed. So
yeah, I mean, even still, Julio's not going to make an impact. It's cool. It's a sexy name. That's it. It's awesome.
It would be fucking hilarious if the Bucs used him in the red zone like the Falcons did, and he had 330 yards but 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that would be a better use. I'd rather have Julio inside the 10 than Russell Gage.
Yeah, Russell Gage, by the way. That's from Stephen Gashon's alma mater. He's a redemptress man, Russell Gage. He went to LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Dennis Allen does own Tom Brady. It cost me the MVP last year. I was going to make a boatload of money.
Yeah. That part of the reason why I love Saints over 7.5 wins.
Yeah. They'll split with the Bucs.
They'll split with the Bucs, and you should get 3 out of 4 between Atlanta and Carolina. So that's 4 wins. You got to win 4 more games the rest of the year.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, for whatever reason, I don't know why Tom Brady can't figure out Dennis Allen, but it sure cost me the MVP. They win that game, they get the bye, and I win the MVP, no doubt. Plus, I had it at plus 2,500.
Again, this is a little off topic. It's not off topic. It doesn't fucking matter now. It's my show. I do whatever the fuck I want. I am the topics.
Yeah.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers report to camp looking like Con Air?
That dude.
I mean, I'm not kidding. I saw that clip. I was like, what is Nicolas Cage doing on TV?
I already told you I'm a full fade of the Packers this year.
Yeah, you're not a fan of them.
Full fade. I'm a Vikings man this year.
Yep. I said that the other day.
Yep. I'm all on the Kirk Cousins train.
Yeah. You want to do separate episodes for college? And
we'll do two separate. We'll do NFL and we'll do college. Yeah, we'll walk through the college playoff, the Heisman, and then we will go NFL. We'll do the divisions, conference playoffs.
All right. I might be able – I'm going to try and get my buddy Rich Edmonds on here for the college one. He's a big college guy.
Let's do it.
Ohio State, man.
Let's do it.
All right, we do that. All right, so we will be back Thursday. We might go live again. Who knows? I'm off all day. You're off all day. Well, at night. And we got a little fantasy talk. Andrew St. Arnold is coming back on the show. And this was fun. Live. So much better than the last times.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody for tuning in, commenting, the same 7 people that it always is. And Eric Everson never works. Okay. Oh, that's fine.
That's a good point.
I mean,
when he does, he's wearing fucking knee pads.
I just got back from work. This is 2 days for me.
If Mason's going to be the LSU beat reporter, I need him out there on Football Friday with Jimmy Ott live at fucking Rufino's getting the scoop.
Listen, I can help him. I got beat reporter on my resume. I'm in, playoff baseball asking Tyler Glasnow questions. I could do it.
Yeah. By the way, if Glasnow comes back,
all right. So you heard that. I mean, Glasnow and McClanahan. Yeah. It's hard to get a better 1-2 than those.
Yeah. You can give me the fucking Rays at probably plus 275 over the Yankees. That'll be sold. It'll depend if they play them in a 5-game or a 7-game series with the odds. If this 5-game series, it'll probably be like plus 180. So here we go. I know they didn't. I know they didn't teach odds at Redemptor, Stephen Gagnon. I know they didn't teach y'all statistics. I'm sorry.
Are you trying to be on Mailbag Mondays?
Yeah,
you were very, very offended when I was recording very early.
Ridiculous.
I couldn't sleep.
Well, I'm not getting up at 4:30 while you're in a drunken stupor to do it. But
I was sober as all hell.
Oh, okay.
My gummy did hit me when you were telling me the bad beat stories. I don't know if you could tell, but I was laughing pretty hysterically. It just slapped me like a bat out of hell.
All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, we're done. We will see you Thursday. Andrew, myself, and we will discuss whether or not we're going live. You will know that day. If not, still subscribe, rate, review the pod. We appreciate all of the
So Thursday is going to be fantasy football.
Yeah, I'll give you.
Maybe I'll bring like the DraftKings side of it because I really don't play a whole lot of fantasy anymore. So maybe I'll bring like the daily fantasy side of it.
Perfect, because I'm the worst fantasy daily football player ever.
It's tough. I'm not very good at it either.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But all right, 2 White Claws down. We will see you next time.
Goodbye.